Hey, we're in business, boys.
Hey! Oi! This is the University Life.
Hello, welcome to University Life, the ultimate student survivor guide. My name is Lewis. How you doing? I'm sorry, this video is going to be a little bit late. And that's basically just because I wanted to wait until I had a haircut before I did my next video, because if you look back at my previous video, that shit needs sorting out. So yeah, I'm really happy that I got that sorted, and I'm wearing this t-shirt because I was watching Coronation Street because it was just on TV, and I noticed that David Platt had the t-shirt that I'm wearing right now from Top Man, and I don't know, I had a really weird moment. I just noticed him on the screen with my t-shirt. I was like, oh, David Platt's wearing my t-shirt! So yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Speaking of Coronation Street, actually, so another person who's an actress on there, she's called Lucy Fallon in real life. She plays Bethany in the TV program. She went to the same high school as me, like her sister was my form tutor. I didn't really know her personally, but like I've got her on Facebook, and then like just recently I noticed that she followed me on Instagram, and I was like, you know, she's verified, she's like famous. And so I'm just there like, oh, she recognizes my talent. She recognizes me and the content I provide. She thinks I provide quality content. And then the next day she puts a post on Facebook like, oh, Instagram just followed a bunch of accounts for me. I've got to now delete them one by one. And so, I'm like, no, she appreciates my content. She's not gonna delete me. And the bitch deleted me. So I got my hopes up thinking, wow, people watch my stuff, like, woo, to go and nope, I just did it by accident. Get out of my life. So yeah, that's that. So updates. So update on the M&S situation. I don't know if I ever described it or explained it. Like I applied for a permanent job, but I kind of knew it wasn't going to happen because I was going to university, and the permanent transfer situation isn't as flexible as I would have thought. I was hoping I'd just be able to transfer to Liverpool or transfer to Leeds and then transfer back, but you know, once you're there, you stay there. So, you know, I don't fancy staying in Leeds or Liverpool over Christmas because I do want to come home. I do like coming home. So we ended up coming to an agreement where basically they just rehire me every time I'm home, which, you know, is really handy, and it works out better for both of us really, because it means that they can get a permanent person whilst I'm gone, and you know, when I do come home there will be work for me. So yeah, it kind of works out. The only problem is they did have to let me go, well, let my contract expire, because there's only so long you can be a temp for before like the taxes start getting a bit funny. So yeah, my final shift is Saturday, and as of then I will be out of work. So it's safe to say that the funds will slowly be trickling downhill. I'm gonna move. I don't want to stand still. I want to move. Yes, I'm gonna move. There we go. So yeah, as you guys know, well, if you've been watching my videos, I think I've said it at some point, like I got the social media agency. I know you can't see me, but just stick with it. So I got the social media marketing course, the Tai Lopez thing, and you know, I've been getting really hyped about that. I'm just gonna sit down here. So yeah, I've been doing the Tai Lopez social media course, and you know, I've been learning a lot of stuff. I can't wait to get out there, start getting some clients. I think I'm gonna go for the restaurant niche because there's quite a lot of restaurants in my local area. I was kind of hoping to do fitness and gyms and that kind of thing, but there's just not enough of them about. So I'm gonna start with the restaurants. My contract ending on Saturday is kind of just like a blessing in disguise really, because it means that I can focus all my time now on the social media marketing agency. I can finally start my own business. I've always been that kind of person that was kind of scared to start things, so I'm kind of not gonna go for another job just to sort of, you know, light a fire under my bum really, and just force me to get going, get the ball rolling. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, really scared about it, because like I'm in my overdraft and the course is like £1,000, something like that, but I opted for the 4 payments of £300, so it'd be £1,200 in the long run, but you pay it over 4 months, because I didn't actually have the money. So yeah, I currently don't have the money to afford the entire course, especially now that I'm going to be spending money without getting any money in return of some sort of like flowing income. So yeah, basically, if I don't get a client within the next 3 months, I'm going to be in poo-poo land. That's kind of the biggest motivation that I could possibly need. So if I can't do it, then it's just not for me. But no, it got me thinking really, and I was just thinking, like, if there's anything that you guys want to do and, you know, you keep putting it off or you're scared, you just gotta go for it, in my opinion. Like, I don't know, life's too short and people worry about the wrong things, I find. I've been reading this book. It's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and it's a really good book. I recommend you get it. And one of the things it talks about is it asks you to picture yourself at your own funeral, which, you know, is a bit morbid, but like, it's a really good exercise, because what it does, it kind of puts everything into balance in your head. It makes all your priorities straight, because, you know, if you're at that funeral and you see everyone who's there, like your family, your colleagues, your friends, and you think, you know, what would they want to say about you? And you'll find that it kind of identifies what your core principles are in life. And I feel like that's something that everyone should really focus on in life, because, you know, people get hung up on such silly things, really. I find, you know, people get easily offended and they're over opinionated about stuff that they really shouldn't care about. Once you have these perspectives set, really, like, you can be a lot more productive going forward. You know, I talk a lot about being productive on my videos. It's one of the biggest, you know, driving factors for me, because especially with people with mental health such as depression, where motivation is really lacking, I guess you could say. You know, finding ways to just be more efficient as a human, it kind of puts you at a higher starting point, you know. So if you do drop down in motivation, you know, you've still got the core principles to look back on, and in that way you kind of remind yourself, it's like, well, no, I said I was going to be this person, so I'm not going to let this little event, you know, get in the way of that. And so, you know, it's the same thing. You can apply it to being scared. I think, you know, if there's something that you said you were going to do, and then all of a sudden you're having doubts, that's just your brain trying to, you know, keep you in your comfort zone, really. It's just your brain going, no, don't change. No, we're comfortable. You know, you don't want to do this, but you actually do want to do it. Pretty much every human's like this. They like to be, you know, in a stable condition. I call it safe. You know, people like to be safe. They don't like change. And so, you know, if you really want to make a big change in your life, you're going to reach that barrier. And so it's about giving yourself the mental drive to be like, okay, no, this is something I really want to do. And, you know, I'm just gotta ignore that voice that's telling me not to do it. I've started to realize that the more you ignore that voice, it's almost like a naughty child. You know, that voice telling you not to do something. It's kind of like they get away with it as long as you let it happen. So, you know, every time that voice comes in your head, it's like, no, don't do it, you're tired, or not today, do it tomorrow. That's when you should instantly go, no, I'm gonna do it. And basically, it's telling that voice that you are not in control, you are wrong, and I'm going to prove that you're wrong. And basically, the more you do that voice, it just gets smaller and smaller. So, you know, eventually, you don't even have that confrontation with yourself. You know, you almost have like a battle with yourself before you go and do something. The basics of it is just, you've just got to do it. If you want to do something, like, obviously you need to know like a little bit of what you're doing, but I've found that, you know, once you've got the gist of it, like, that's all you need, and then you can go and you can learn the rest along the way. So with my marketing agency, you know, I was getting so worried about learning like all the ins and outs of Facebook advertising and website design, logo design, business cards, but like the fundamentals, I have no customers at the moment, no clients rather. And so it's kind of like what I've been doing so far is a backwards way of thinking. Like I've been thinking about, you know, how to provide value for the customer, but I don't even have the client yet. So really, you know, there's no point in learning all that stuff if you don't even have a client in the first place. So like what I'm going to focus on, I think, is I'm going to focus on sales techniques and just getting a client. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an event on meetup.com, and I'm going to advertise it on Facebook. And then I need to speak to a bar because I'm going to get a free venue. I'm going to invite a bunch of restaurant owners, and I'm going to give them a free talk on how they can improve their social media. And then from there, I'm hoping to, you know, for the rest of the event, it could be like a social networking event. And, you know, people can talk to me about what I do, and hopefully I can get some conversions into some appointments being set up, and that's when I can really drive my pitch. So once I get some clients, then I can start getting the ball rolling. I mean, I do know my Facebook ads, and that's kind of the crux of every social media marketer. Like, you know, they make most of the money from Facebook ads. So if you know that, you know, you're good. You don't need to know the details of Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff until you've already got the client, because you can figure that out within a month. So yeah, Leeds is tomorrow, so I'm gonna vlog that, and I bet it's bad weather. I bet all the conditions will be against me, but you know, I'm gonna do it whether or not, you know, if it's pouring it down with rain, oh well, I'll just have to buy a umbrella or something, but I want to make sure that I vlog it for you guys. Yeah, I'm also going to see a few friends from when I used to do medical science there, so it'll be nice to see them. So yeah, the event it's baking free. Nice reference to High School Musical. So yeah, no, it'd be really nice to see those people, because you know, I hardly ever see them anymore, so that'll be nice. So yeah, last shift on Saturday, and then really the whole focus at that point becomes getting clients, and I'm going to be visiting Liverpool again on Monday to get my personal tour around the management school. So I'll definitely vlog it that time round, and then I'll keep you updated on the status of my business, which I'm opening up. And yeah, if I get some clients, that'll be fantastic. And yeah, I'm just really excited for the next month or two. I got my birthday coming up. Birthday's 2nd of April, so jot it down in your notebook or on your phone, because I'm expecting some birthday cards off you guys. But yeah, that's it really. So Sunday you will get your Leeds vlog video. The week after that you'll probably get a Liverpool video, and then it'll be the big decision. It'll be time to make my choice, because Brighton got back to me, they accepted me, but I'm like, see you later, mate. I was just waiting for them just so I could actually make my insurance choice and my firm choice. So yeah, that's just the update. I'm sorry it's a little bit late. Like, my plan is to upload every Sunday. I mean, you look back at my video record, you wouldn't know I was trying to upload every Sunday. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, really appreciate it if you do that. It lets me know that you guys enjoy this type of content. If you've got anything you want to say to me, put it down in the comments and I will be sure to respond to it. If you are new, subscribe, join the union. Hope you're having a nice morning, evening or afternoon wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!